In this video, we're continuing section 2.2 on equations of lines, and we're talking about parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay, so parallel lines, what's true about their slopes? So if I have two lines that are parallel, they have the same slope. Okay, whereas perpendicular lines, they are lines that meet at a right angle. Well, they have their slopes, they have opposite reciprocal slopes. They have opposite reciprocal slopes. So that means like if one of their slopes was a number like 2 over 5, the other slope would be reciprocal at 5 halves, but then also make the sign the opposite, so negative 5 halves. All right, so let's do an example. So this example says, given the line L1, so this is its equation, find the equation of a line that passes through the point 8, 9. And in part A, I want it to be parallel to the line L1. Okay, so I'm trying to find the equation of this new line. So to get the equation, I need two things. Well, either I need the slope and the y-intercept, so I can do y equals mx plus b, or I can try to get the slope and a point, so I can do point-slope form. And usually that's easier. Usually that's easier to get. So I'm going to try to get the slope and a point. Okay, so because my new line is parallel to L1, it's going to have the same slope. It's going to have the same slope as L1, which is, its slope is negative 3 over 4. All right, awesome. We are halfway there. We got the slope. Now I need a point on this new line. But the problem tells me that point. It tells me that point is 8, 9. So if I got those, I'm ready to go to my point-slope form. So my point-slope form looks like y minus the y-coordinate equals m times x minus the x-coordinate. And if I plug into this, we get y minus 9, that's my y value, equals the slope, which is negative 3 over 4, times x minus the x value, and my x value is 8. All right, cool. So that is my equation in point-slope form, and it's totally fine to leave it like that. Totally fine, because that's definitely the equation of a line, just in point-slope form. Okay, nice. All right, part B now. Now let's find the equation of a line that passes through 8, 9, and now I want it to be perpendicular to L1. So again, I'm going to need this. I'm going to need a slope of my line, and I'm going to need a point. Okay. Well, my line is still going to pass through 8, 9, so the point is not bad. It's still 8, 9. But the slope, well, now it's going to be the opposite reciprocal of the slope of L1 because my lines are perpendicular. So if I reciprocal it, I get 4 over 3, and then I got to change the sign. I got to make the sign the opposite. So that was a negative, so this sign is going to be positive 4 over 3. All right, so let's go to the equation. Let's go to the equation. So in my point-slope form, I'll get y minus the y value, 9, the y value of my point, equals this new slope, positive 4 over 3, times x minus the x value, which is 8. And that's my equation. That is my equation in point-slope form.